dear educators. Welcome to another episode of Discuss Education's Knowledge Series. Knowledge Series is a chat session with an eminent academician where we discuss about a relevant topic in the education sector. Before I introduce to you today's guest, let me just talk to you about Lead College of Management, Palakkad. Have you been to a college without a gate which is open to anyone? Or have you been to a college where the students don't address the educators as sir or ma'am? Or have you been to a college where there is no hostel warden? Well, Lead College of Management is that college. It is unique in a number of ways, and it is a new type of institution that meets the needs of new generation students. And today we have with us the founder and chairman of Lead College of Management, Dr. Thomas George, affectionately called as Thomman by his students. And we will be discussing with him a new approach to education for today's students. So it is our pleasure to welcome Dr. Thomas George, sir. Hello, sir. Welcome to Discuss Education. And it is an honor to have you here. So first of all, thank you for on behalf of Linways as well as Discuss Education for being here. And so without further delay, sir, let us start the session.
Please. Thank you so much. Please.
So we are going to discuss about a new approach to education for today's students. Okay. So, sir, the first question I intend to ask you is, what motivated you to start an educational institution while you were at the peak of your career as a trainer, as a professional trainer?
Okay. See, I was doing trainings.
Okay.
And I was doing a program called Turning Point.
Yes.
Turning Point is a 7-day program. But all the 7 days, it starts from morning 6:30 to night 12:30, 18 hours a day.
Okay.
So this is the program I was doing. I had done 310 plus programs. So while I was doing this, I am with them for the 7 days. But after that, I do not know anything.
Okay.
So like I get feedbacks at times that it went, the person has changed, but I do not have a really clear idea. So I was thinking, what if they can be, mentored throughout for say 1 or 2 years, and that's how they came. The concept of Lead College of Management came. So that they'll be here for 2 years. So I'll be doing the Turning Point in the first, and then I'll be monitoring and whatever intervention is required that we'll be doing, and then taking them ahead. So
Okay.
that is how the college came.
Okay.
Also, Also, while I was doing this program for engineering college, I also got opportunity to do the same program for MBA in the same college. So I found most of the teachers coming with the chalk and talk methodology of teaching, the lecture method. So I thought MBA should be taught differently. That is how this came into picture. 2 reasons.
Okay. So it's like it is not a shift from your career. It's actually an upgrade to what you have been doing.
Yeah, it can be told like that. The next level of it.
Okay, sir. Great. Sir, so the next question, sir. Can you discuss the challenges and opportunities of adapting education to the changing needs of students in today's rapidly evolving world? Shall I repeat, sir?
Yeah, please.
Can you discuss the challenges and opportunities of adapting education to the changing needs of students in today's rapidly evolving world?
Okay, first of all, I'll tell you, more than the challenges and for the students, I'll say what is rapidly changing world is the industry part. So there, what changes should be brought into the student is the major part.
Okay.
Rather than to adapt to the student what he requires, it is always better to see for the world what is required, what is the change. Now here, there are 2 things which I need to tell you. We were talking about VUCA world earlier.
Okay.
Now that is changed. We have a lot of changes are coming. And students post-COVID, they live in a totally different manner. The habits they have developed, the non-socializing, there are so many things like that. So now that is one, that is the threat we can say. But the challenge is how do we make the students to be social again? Come back to the original position.
Okay.
Not original, the new normal we call it. So what is that is required by the world, the industry, the corporate, has to be first understood by the student and accepted mentally. Because for
Okay.
them, like this is what is world, what is life for them. They do not look at what is required in the world. So thus, if we are able to convince the students as what is that is the world required, and then probably make the shift, and he or she can be molded to suit the industrial requirement. That is a threat, but that is the challenge. That is a big opportunity, because what the students' expectation and what the industry expectations are totally different. There's a big gap. If that can be bridged, that is a great part.
Okay,
so there's
sir.
a lot of things which can be done. Yes, please.
Okay, sir. Great. Oh, okay, sir. Shall we move to the next question?
Please.
Okay. Sir, sir, I was asking, how can educators ensure that their teaching practices and pedagogy are relevant and responsive to the needs of today's students?
Okay. For years and ages, it has been proved beyond doubt that the least effective methodology of teaching is lecture method. But unfortunately, even today, most of the teachers use lecture method most of the time. And then they wonder why students are not interested in listening to the class. They say, we have put a lot of effort and you don't want to listen. Nobody wants to listen. The reason is because through lecture, what is being transferred is knowledge.
Yes.
Today, nobody wants knowledge. Their mobile has got much more than what they want. It is flooded with knowledge, the information. Yes. What they want is application. What they want is discussion. What they want is, analysis of various aspects. If the teacher is able to do that, go beyond books and whatever is beyond the YouTube or anything like that, with an application onto the current, especially in their scenario, then students will be interested. They want to learn things, multimedia with seeing, kinesthetic touching, and then physically doing things. They love to do it. So the education system should change to that level so that our students will be involved. What they want, in that way, we have to give. And that's a challenge. That's the greatest challenge. It's a great part.
Yes. So it's not which the educators must focus on providing the students with the right experience rather than just transferring the knowledge.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, sir.
So it's like when your son is not interested in eating medicine, we do something in such a way that the medicine is given to the child.
Yes.
Similarly, here, what they want in their manner, how they want, it has to be given. It need not be that, it has to be in the form of syrup or tablets itself. It can be any form.
Yes, sir. Okay, great. Okay, sir. So let's move to the next question. Okay, sir. So the next question is, what strategies can educators use to foster critical thinking, creativity, and innovation in their students? And how can these skills be integrated into the educational experience?
Okay. See, the part is, today's education system does not allow a student to think. I'm sorry. If you take the Bloom's taxonomy, the lowest strata, which is, remember, is the only thing which is being tested in the exams.
Yes.
Discuss, brief, what is, how was, why is, differentiate. Everything is, you remember, you learn something and then you put there. There is absolutely no thinking which is required to answer the question. The education system should be made to think.
Yes.
And that is where the analysis, evaluation, and all higher order things come, the create comes. So it is high time that, we upgrade our education system to move from the by-hearting and write. Let me tell you, so sorry, even for medicine or any like a person who can by heart a lot, the highest, is the person who is the winner.
Yes,
So
sir.
the thinking ability should be like, people love creativity, they love to be innovative, and our education system does not give any room for any of these things.
Yes, sir.
So we have to revamp our education system, whereby once their creativity is used, the innovation, then what happens? Their potential comes out. And I'm so sorry, it is the education system, including me, that is the one who is standing as the biggest block there. We need
Yes.
to change.
Okay, sir. So, how can we bring a change to this, sir? Like, what are the strategies educators can adopt to invoke that thinking part in students?
See, it has to be project based. For example, exam be there at all.
Yes.
If at all an exam is there, it has to be done, then probably it has to be open book with access to internet and everything. And rather than asking a question which can be Google, that theory part, if it can be put as practice, apply somewhere, like in case studies, then things are different.
Yes, yes.
The question can be, say, suppose it is, on environmental issues, some subject, then the question should be, what have you done to protect the environment with support of proofs of what you have done, what is the output, what are the statistical analysis, etc., on that activity which you have done, and that needs to be the exam. Here, I'm so sorry, you learn swimming, you don't learn swimming, but still you get a certificate because theoretically you know. Only when you swim, that is the part. So the proof of pudding is in eating. And what is each place, what is that you have to do? That subject, any subject be it, say if it is marketing, probably give them a piece to market, let them go market and then bring the results. That's what is the real learning. And I feel that is the thing which we need to incorporate in our teaching learning experience.
Yes, sir. Okay, great. So, okay, sir. So the next question, sir.
Please.
What strategies can educators use to support the emotional and social well-being of students, and how can they create a supporting and nurturing learning environment?
As I said earlier, from the COVID days, people have been learning to do individually. They spend more time on their mobile, and that's what is learning for them. When we give activities to be done in a group, they become more social, more responsible. Like they communicate, the team, everything emotionally. They do everything when they are to do in a team. And that's the social part which is to be done, which is to be taken care. So rather than, that's what, in an exam you write. In a project, what do? 3 or 4 people go and do. So one may do one area, the other may, but towards the end, everyone will have to know everything. That's fine. They love to do that.
Yes. Okay, so it's about making sure they work in a group.
Yes, they work in a group. If it is for the society, including the society, that's the best.
Okay.
If it is on research methodology, do you go, like, instead of writing and passing, send them to the market, prepare a questionnaire, do question and answer, and then take the report out of it, create strategies based on the statistics, etc., and then come out with solution. That's where all these so-called creativity, innovation, etc. come.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So let's move to the last question of the session.
Please.
What are the challenges and opportunities of implementing a new approach to education, and how can these be addressed to ensure its success and impact on students and society?
See, the biggest challenge, rather than the student, I think bringing out new changes is the teacher itself.
Yes.
How many teachers are ready to accept this? And if they are ready, how many institutes are ready to handle them? How will the parents respond to it? I remember when the new education system internationally, like those things were brought to India, Many of the students initially sent them and they said, there are no homework, there are no big books, they don't know A to Z. Hello, are taught in heavy theory that the students hate learning.
Yes.
They should be learning through games and activities, and they love to do that. But for a teacher or for a parent, they want so big a book. Oh, my son is able to, like, even in a small class, is able to remember and write, and they've got 100. Hello, sorry. If it is with germination of seeds, let them do germinate. Let them bring out different days and different types of the seeds and how are the roots, everything. Let them physically, practically do things. And they love to do that. They love to. So there's a big opportunity, because there is a challenge, to bring the new education system. Even India's national education policy is opposed by so many educationalists, especially in the teachers, because they have to change. We can't have the wine, the old wine in the new bottle.
Yes.
So they have to change, and this is a big challenge, and it has to happen.
Yes, sir. Sir, could you please share with us the challenges you faced while establishing Lead College, which is a very unique college, and so obviously you must have faced a lot of hurdles when you established it. Could you please share some with us?
Sure. Let's speak out. First, I didn't have any clue of how to, so I went through the book and started it. I had construction, minimal construction, whatever is required as per the AICT. AICT came, inspected, gave me permission to start. The University of Calicut came, and then they inspected and gave an NOC, no objection certificate. They also published in the newspaper that the following 6 colleges may be given in affiliation depending on the permission from the government. We went to the government, and government had election then. It took almost 3 months to pass my paper orders. And when it came back to the university, the syndicate and all things got delayed. By then, out of 120 seats, I had 115 students studying here. On November 6th, the syndicate decided no college is going to be given affiliation. My 115 students studying here, I didn't know what to do. I approached, they said the syndicate will happen later only. After that only we can do something. And then we went to the High Court. As the case was in proceeding, the university declared exam, and then the court said we can't do anything. So I put all my students in different colleges so that they don't lose one year. It was a very tough time for me, because financially, mentally, and like so much of trauma. But somehow we stood very strong, thanks to the 65 students whom we put in other colleges, who came back to us and said, the students and the parents, if we are given admission next year, we will stay here only, we are not going. And that was great. We had all the students, in their words, they studied 3 years. All the others are studying only 2 years. And they are doing really well, very close to our heart, very close to Lead. And that is the challenge. I said, I had the toughest time during the starting, so that the rest of my life is smooth. And today I'm so happy that today the current validity, I'm one of the 2 colleges in Kerala who has got MBA accreditation current for MBA. Also, that the number of intake has gone to 300, which is the highest in any of the colleges in South India. I do not know how many colleges in North India has got more than that. Not the university, but the colleges. It all happened because of the toughness I had initially. Thanks to the university for not giving me the affiliation in the first year.
Okay, sir. Okay. So with that, sir, we have come to the end of this session. So thank you so much, sir, for being here. It means so much to us, and we really believe the educators in this education community will get a lot to learn from you. So once again, thank you so much, sir.